Ah, yes. Alright, we left off. It's so fitting too, yes. It's so fitting. We left off here at the top of the Iron Throne building. Right where we watched that cutscene, man.
Such bustle. The cities of Rashomon are empty.
Ah, cool. Cool.
Not a problem.
We took out these guys that were up on top of this floor.
Not a problem.
The Iron Throne is gotten up to some shady
With ease.
shit.
With
I
ease.
think, there we go. That'll take us downstairs.
With ease.
And of course, something I didn't mention last time, but a pretty big plot point in Baldur's Gate 3 is that this whole building has been magicked into the nearby river attached to the sea, and this is one of the like set pieces that you get to go back and explore very briefly. And let me just say that when I got to that part in Baldur's Gate 3, I was just so giddy. I thought that was so cool.
I serve the flaming fist.
Hello there, friends. May I have a word? Relax. I'm not here to hurt you. I know you've been attacked at almost every turn, but I'm an ally, true and sure. Well met, stranger. What news do you bring? I'm just an aide to Scar. His wish was that I keep an eye on you, though you seem more than capable of taking care of yourself. I do, however, think that you would benefit a visit with him. He should await you at the Flaming Fist headquarters in the southwest quadrant of the city. If he's not there, just speak directly to Duke Eltan. Then I shall proceed there forthwith. Good travels to you. Take my leave.
It will be done.
I think before we do that, though, we ought to find a place to rest. Let's see. Where do I want to rest? We'll come up here. There's the 3 old kegs. Let's go to the 3 old kegs.
It will be done.
Scar can at least wait for us to rest and recover here. There we go. And let's see, we've got our portrait. We've got notes from Saravok. Notes from Saravok to his father. Notes to Raeltar. Some things we could sell. Not that big of a deal, though. Ah, we do have some things to identify. Protection from petrification. That one is always good. Studded leather armor +1, short sword +1, and a halberd. Psoriasis blade +2. Thaco +2 and 1d10 +2 slashing. Pretty good halberd. Looks like Minsk could use it. He does not have a proficiency in halberds, but he does in two-handed weapon style, which is probably why the game is like, hey, look at that. Because yeah, this would take down his armor class as Thaco. His damage would be slightly higher, though. Yeah, no thanks. Let's throw these into our scroll case. Okay. And is there any changes in spells that we want to do? That looks good. Let's take this down to 1 slow poison. And maybe 1 no alignment. I'm gonna take off rigid thinking. And give ourselves cure disease, just in case. Yeah. I think I like that. Alright, Dynahair. Protection from petrification. And we'll put back on a 3rd identify. Yeah, I'll leave those. Let's grab a 2nd skull trap. No, I think I like that. Right, we have Cone of Cold and Sunfire. Good stuff. Alright, Emoin. Got your armor, your magic missiles, sleep. Yeah. Let's do another detect invisibility. And a invisibility. We'll also take off her skull trap and do an invisibility 10-foot radius. And we'll remove this minor globe of invulnerability for minor sequencer. And I can show you all how that works. I think that is good. Okay. One more rest. Looks like it is early the next day, so we'll go
Not a problem.
speak to Scar now.
You're a clear
And
fellow.
while I'm thinking about it, let's set up this minor sequencer. We want to use it before we would ever go into battle. And then it will give us 2 2 spells that we'll be able to cast just boom boom right away. So we could do something like Mirror Image and Invisibility, and Emmeline would cast that on herself right away in a battle, which would be great. Or we could do something like Double Magic Missile and hit an enemy right away. I think I like the idea of that. Of Mirror Image and Invisibility. And then, whenever we want to use it, it won't be in her spells, it'll be in special abilities. And we can set off that minor sequencer.
Yep.
It'll just be ready to go. It's going to have you guys set up your armor for the day.
Yeah?
Alright.
It will be done.
We are ready.
Not a problem.
Noom. There goes Voss.
I stand ready. It will be done. Not a problem.
I don't see Scar anywhere, and they did say, if we didn't see him, to just go upstairs and talk to Duke Eltan. So, let's do that.
With ease. It will be done.
Greetings, taxpayers. I am Duke Eltan, commander of the Flaming Fist.
I am glad to have you back. So, what have you learned so far? Well, we know that any incriminating evidence would be found with Raeltar, the overall leader of the Iron Throne in Baldur's Gate. He's currently supposed to be at Candlekeep on some sort of business. Hi, welcome, nerd. Why would he address anyone as taxpayers? I know, right? Greetings, taxpayers. Then there's only one thing to do. Travel to Candlekeep and learn what they're doing. Whatever it is, it can't bode well for the fortunes of this city. Take this book. Without it, the Keeper of the Portal won't allow you entrance into the library. Here also is the reward money that I had promised you.
Your journey has come full circle. Duke Eltan has asked that you travel back to Candlekeep, where you must spy upon the leaders of the Iron Throne. While it troubles you that such evil men now make use of the Great Library, and you wish the circumstances of your visit would be different, it will still be a pleasure to return to your former home.
We're here. We're back where it all began. Back at Candlekeep.
Yes? With ease.
I'm not a doormat.
Hold, travelers! Before you'll be allowed entrance, you must donate a tome of great value to our libraries. I have the book you require. You have met the requirement to gain entry to our most holy library. It is fine to see the child of Gorion once again within these hallowed halls. Please have your less civilized friends refrain from causing trouble. We're very strict with the letter of the law, as you well know, boss. And we get teleported inside. So, we have now officially entered Chapter 6. Candlekeep Investigation. I've returned to Candlekeep. I must find Raeltar and expose his connection to recent events. I should head to the central keep right away. So, the game is giving us a clue that we should head to find Raeltar as soon as possible. And that is because right now we are on a time limit while we are in Candlekeep. I don't want to go into specifics of why, but after a certain point, we're not going to be able to do anything. So, there is a few things I want to do while here.
I care not.
So I'm going to have Emmeline haste the party.
Yes?
Because I want to say hello to some old friends since we're here.
Not a problem.
Ah, yes, Khalid's movement can't be changed.
Can I help you?
Khalid, go ahead and go up here.
I'll do my best.
And everybody else. Oh, and yeah, you can see that, you know,
I stand ready with ease.
people have moved around, you know? People aren't just standing in the same old
With ease.
spots that they were at the beginning. So, sorry.
Not a problem.
No. So part of this is just like finding the people we used to talk to. Dreppin's still kind of over here by his cows, but he's moved a little bit. Voss, I didn't think you were ever coming back. What's it like out there? It's big. I don't know how else to put it. I lived my entire life within these walls, and in the past, while I've seen 50 times as much as these walls could ever hold. It's weird, though. All that space and barely a book in it. I never realized how special Candlekeep really is. Yeah, people come from all over to see the books here. All sorts of folks, too. Bards, nobles, priests, mages. Volo's even been here in Elminster, too, remember? Couple of just plain old merchants even wanted in the other day. Said they were with the Iron Throne and they were here to do some business. They're still around, last I heard. This is where we were first attacked by assassins, and now there's a bunch of cats in here and a priest of Ogma.
These walls contain the world's
Oh, you startled me,
knowledge.
child. What are you doing to that cat? It died and I'm studying it. You're studying it? What's there to study? It's a dead cat. The bones, the muscle structure, the shape of it, how its fur lies, where its ears are placed, the length of its whiskers, the sharpness of its teeth. I must know it all, you cur. Now leave me to it. You priests have gotten a lot stranger since I left. But why would you need to know that? Why would anyone? Must you pry so hard, you meddlesome brat? Forget the plan. I'll taste you now, I will, and study your dead flesh as I do the cat. So doppelgangers have continued working with the Iron Throne
It will be done.
and are still out and about. They've infiltrated Candlekeep.
Yes? Not a problem.
Alright, let's go in here to the inn.
It will be done.
Hey, there's Reaver.
By Moradin's hand!
You've been away without leave, soldier. Are you expecting forgiveness? Are you expecting redemption? Well, spare me. I want 500 push-ups and I want them now.
I stand ready. It
What
will
about
be
you,
done.
Winthrop?
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
Oi, now there's the rapscallion. Sit on the little wisp now and make every bolt count. 9 hells, it's good to be home. Winthrop, my old man. Ah, and you little missus. owe me a long account for all the worries after you ran off. I do. I know. Oh, damn. I'm so glad to see you, Puff Guts. Winthrop, you old fool. If I had an arrow for every one of these practical jokes you played on me, I don't know, I'd have a lot more arrows. Well met, my friend. Yes, you'd run me right out of the fletching business in a flash, you would. It's good to see your impish face again. Now fill me in on what you've been doing lately. I've been trying to get to the bottom of this metal crisis. A merchant's guild is involved somehow, Iron Throne. Do you know anything about them? The Iron Throne, child. Why, there be no bigger, more dastardly mercantile consortium in all the Western realms. They've been barred from Cormyr for their unsavory practices, but all it's done is make them nastier. You'd best steer clear of them as long as you got life in you. Alright. Oh great, now everybody's sleepy. That is the bad side effect of me using a haste. That's alright though. We'll get by. Get rid of these things. You probably haven't gotten any new stock, huh? Nope. The Star Sapphire I sold you at the very beginning of the game, man.
It will be
Magic
done.
does not nest well in a tired mind. I must.
Well, it'll have to do.
It will be
Dinah
done.
here. Oh, that's weird. I got teleported to this room instead of up the stairs. Nothing new really here.
I've just about seen enough waking our slave driver.
Oh, I'm getting a little sleepy.
Nice. Anyway,
I will require rest soon. It will be done.
alright guys,
It will be
let's
done.
go.
Not a problem.
Chanters are still over here doing their thing. Oh, Felida!
Hello there.
Oh, why hello! Have you seen my book? Wait, no, you found that already, didn't you? Oh, I just don't know anymore. You haven't been around lately, have you? Never change, Felida. We love you just the way you are. Oh, why, that's enough to make an old woman blush. Gorion sure raised a charmer in you.
Our salutations. I am Cameron, the visitor of Candlekeep, like yourselves.
Feldane. Oh, hello, Voss. I've not seen you for quite some time. You've certainly picked a busy time to visit us. Wish I could chat about old times, but I must prepare for the meeting rooms for our guests. You seem hesitant, Feldane. Are these people not to be trusted? It's not for me to say, but I should keep an eye on your purse strings while here. 2 are from the Iron Throne, supposedly the leaders themselves. The others are from Alm. I believe they are representing the Knights of the Shield. They both claim this trip is to discuss future trading relations, because the Iron Throne has grown so much of late. I know very little of the economics in Baldur's Gate, but I would hazard a guess that both are more than mere businessmen. What do you mean by that? I've had dealings with the Iron Throne, so I would like to know what they're up to. Oh, I hope you haven't thrown your lot in with them. I hear they are such unsavory types. More into power than commerce. I overheard them talking, and they have actually profited from the Iron Crisis. That's why the Knights of the Shield are here. The Iron Throne has gained a lot of influence lately, and threatens to take over certain Omnian interests. I'm surprised Keeper of the Tomes, Olrant, allowed them into the city, but they've done nothing wrong that can be proved. Thanks for the information. I'll just be off to my room now. Not a problem. We must get together sometime while you're here. Catterley. Salutations. I'm Catterley, a visitor of Candlekeep like yourselves. Pardon if I seem out of sorts, but the journey has been long and treacherous, and my labors age me so. Might I inquire as to your name? I'm certain I've seen your face before, but I cannot fully place it. I'm sorry, but I don't have time to speak with you at the moment. Oh, very well. Though I'm sure we've met before. Perhaps I'm mistaken. I've traveled far and met many people. Well met, and good day to you regardless. I hope you enjoy your visit to the library in the main keep. Today I met a man named Catterley who thought he looked familiar, but I don't remember him. Unfortunately, we are not just here for reunions. We're here for business. We finally get to go inside the library. Ooh, so many books! You must be very clever, Voss, growing up here. I wouldn't say clever, but yes, I did read. I did a fair bit of reading growing up. Oh, Boo's so happy to be here. He says he can hardly wait to send word to his family that he has found such a feast. Yes, old and greasy pages, row after row after row, ready to be devoured by diligent hamsters. What? Oh, Boo says such an intellectual feast. Was that correct, Boo? Boo, no! These are all very expensive books. Alondo, the wise founder of Candlekeep.
I stand ready.
A little statue to the great prophet Alondo.
Something on your mind?
Karan! We haven't seen him since the beginning either. He was one of the monks that came out after somebody tried to kill us and told us to go speak with Gorion. Boss, my child, look at you. Your face has gained some new lines since the days when I tutored you. Ah, Karan, you speak true, but it's not your fault. You prepared me as well as you could for what lay beyond these walls. I just pray that I'm prepared for what I shall find within them now that I've returned. Why? What is wrong here? Shall we tell the Watchers? The Watchers are no more use than a bundle of sticks. No. Let's say yes, call the Watchers, but first tell me if you've seen anything strange about the library today. Strange? Why, yes. That is just the word I would have used to describe that Koravos fellow. He was right here beside me, taking Alondo's prophecies from their place on the shelf and reading them. I could hear his voice, recognize the seer's words upon his quiet breath, but when I turned to steal a glance at him from the corner of my eye, it was the strangest thing. His eyes were closed, and he was reciting, page after page, as if from memory. He heard your footsteps, it seems, and wandered off. I was just returning the prophecies to their rightful place here. It might be wise to take a look. If this Koravos is dangerous, though, I'm afraid I'm too old and bookish to be more than a hindrance. Forgive me, but I must leave you now. According to my old tutor, Karin, a visitor named Koravos has demonstrated more than a passing familiarity with the prophecies of Alondo the Seer. Perhaps I should refresh my own memories of the prophecies. Afterward, I would like to question this Koravos. Alright. We could do looting here.
Not a problem.
We aren't going to, though, because it's more important that we move quickly, and we're not going to find a whole lot of terribly interesting things.
World's knowledge.
Theodon. Well, dip me in broth and call me stewed. If it isn't little Voss, why, I haven't seen you for nearly, quite some time, anyway. Hello, Theodon, how have you been? Oh, I still remember you running about the keep in your little swaddling clothes, pestering the elders and spooking the cows. Isn't that right, Jessup? Surely was. Yep. Oh, of course. You never did stay in those rags of yours long. Yes, I remember, but how have you been? Oh, you'd be naked as a jaybird the moment someone turned their back on you. Oh, I remember that day that fellow Blackstaff came floating in here, and there you were, tearing around the outer keep with Gorion hot on your trail. Took the cloak right off his back, you did, and made yourself the cutest little... Yes, I remember. Can we drop it, please? How have you been? Wait, I remember it all now. It was Kelvin Blackstaff, trying his hardest to look important while you ran through the stables with his cape tied around your waist. Such a lark, eh, Jessup? Well, I thought I'd catch my death from laughing, I did. Oh, you and me both. Oh, Gorion was shaking like a leaf. He was so mad. Alright, as fun as this has been, I should really be going. Nobody was sure what to do, and then Kelvin mutters some words and catches you by the scruff of the neck with some sort of spectral hand. He hauls you out and drops you right in front of him, grabbing his filthy cape in the process. Everyone was scared, they were, weren't they, Jessup? Sure enough, scared witless. Yep, and then old Kelvin bursts into the biggest laugh you ever heard. Oh, everyone in the keep was laughing like mad. Except you, Voss. You just stood there naked as the day you were born and wondering what the fuss was about. Oh, I tell you, those were the days. Yes, I think I'll be going now. Oh, certainly, little one. Stop by any time, though. I've got some paintings of you as a youngster I'm sure your little friend would love to see. Remember the one of Voss on the bearskin rug, Jessup? Surely do. In the buff as usual. Oh, cute as a bug you were. Oh, go play with your friends now. Go on. What is so funny about that? Minsk used to do that all the time, until Boo explained to him that the sight of a naked Minsk is too much for some people. Actually, Boo said it caused phallic jealousy, but Boo uses hard-to-understand words all the time, so Minsk has to translate. Minsk, thou dost not utter another word. I refuse, even, to remember those times. We were chased out of 3 towns in less than a 10-day. Well, yes, but Minsk also got 12 marriage proposals. Oh, a refreshing outlook. I cannot remember ever laughing so hard. Little Voss and his bearskin rug. I simply must see how our omnipotent authority figure looked, cute as a bug. Perhaps in exchange I could allow Voss to take another look at some of the paintings portraying you, my dear. Especially the one I always carry with me. What painting, Khalid? I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about, and I suggest we drop this nonsense now. We have more important things to do. Voss, you owe me for this one. Farewell, Voss.
Yes, it will be done.
So yes, quick look around, see if there's any named NPCs to talk to. And then we will go up to the next level of the keep. Some readers. Alright, Nothing on that side.
I stand
All right,
ready.
let's go.
It will be
Magic does
done.
not rest well in a tired mind.
Sorry, Dinah here. It's just kind of how it has to be.
Our library is a man's harem of knowledge.
Yes?
With ease.
Bendalis. Yeah, Khalid's being a real one. Hello, boss. It's good to see you here once again. A pity you could not have returned during a more restful time. Why, what's going on that would cause you such stress? Oh, it's nothing, I'm sure. It's just that, well, things just seem a little strange around here. Those decidedly unmerchant-like merchants, for one. And some of our own monks are acting odd as well. One fellow in particular. Really? And who would that be? Well, there was this fellow named Koravas. I was assuming he was a visiting sage of some sort, but he seems more interested in our guests than the tomes. He makes me nervous. I think he's had the same effect on others as well. Young Shistel has been out of sorts for days now, and he's not as thick-skinned as I. You remember how nervous he used to be? He's quite the opposite now. Seems like a totally different person. I worry about him. I should go. It's been nice speaking with you. I would say, Bendalis, to stay away from Shistel. Because the real Shistel is probably dead. And been replaced with a doppelganger. We might have. That guy in the barracks was just called a priest of Ogma, so we didn't have a proper name for him. Ah, here we go. Here's this Koravas. Ah, I thought I might find you somewhere around here. Allow me to introduce myself. Please do. My name is Koravas. Used to work for your father, running messages to his Harper friends in Waterdeep. Before he passed on, he entrusted this ring to me and asked that I give it to you should evil ever befall him. Will you take it? There is something funny about that man. I've never seen Boo's whiskers quiver so. And what evil befell him, Koravas? You were there. You saw it all. A woman, an armored figure, 2 ogres wielding clubs, and 2 archers. But Gorion's petty magic was of little use against them, was it not? And you fled with your tail in between your legs, hiding amidst the trees until dawn broke. And now it comes full circle, doesn't it? The Iron Throne so close that you can almost touch them, and wreak your revenge for that night. You're right, Koravas. I was there. Myself, my father, and 6 others who tried to kill us. Who are you, if you know so much? If you be so void of trust, I'm surprised you've made it this far. It is of little matter. Go seek your vengeance or your doom at the hand of the Iron Throne. I wash my hands of it. Uh-huh.
I'm getting a little
With ease.
sleepy.
I will require rest soon.
You'll be fine.
The Lord of Murder shall perish, but in his doom he shall spawn a score of mortal progeny. Chaos will be sown from their passage, so saith the wise Alondo.
Voss, you look distressed. What is it, child? There's trouble here, Chanter. You must help me. You're right. I have felt it too. Pray tell me how this aging frame can help you. As Chanter, you know the history of this keep better than any other. I've grown up here. I've played within its walls. But there are many places I was never allowed to go. I'm older now, and will go where I must, but please. Are there any places in this keep of which I was never told? But... oh, What right do you have to ask that, child? I'm not a child anymore, Chanter. The entire keep is in danger, even its most secret and sacred places. Please, Chanter. Gorion would have had it so. I'm growing old, and the young are not so young anymore, nor the carefree so carefree. Alando the Seer, the one who founded this fortress of knowledge and whose prophecies I chant each day, he's entombed deep in the bowels of this place. I tell you this, Voss, because you're right. It is time you knew. But I beg of you, in Gorion's name, do not venture into those trapped and warded halls unless some higher power than myself bids you go. Your stepfather would never forgive me for your loss. I must go now, child. Voss, it is time to chant the seer's prophecies, as I always have.
Yes?
Very interesting. Alright. Not much else here.
I stand ready. Not
Let's go ahead and go up.
Not a problem.
Come on, guys. Get unstuck.
With ease.
Alright. In here is where the leaders of the Iron Throne are. Raeltar and Brunos. My dear sir, you must realize that it is manners that make the gentleman. So would you kindly prove that you are one by leaving? The right people can afford to be rude, but this is not you. Leave now before my irate companion Brunos lets his temper get ahead of his reason. Fine, we'll be on our way. Good riddance. I know that this must be very hard for you, to keep your temper in check when in the presence of these vile monsters. But you know that it would not be right to pollute these sacred floors with their foul blood. We'll make our move against them, but not here and not now. Exactly, Jaheira. She's speaking my mind. So, they're in here. If we intrude upon them directly, if we directly try to accuse them of anything, we'll start a fight. And we've been warned multiple times. Rules here are pretty strict.
Yes?
The Great Library is not to be defiled. So we'll wait. We don't need to confront them directly.
I stand ready.
We need proof of all their wrongdoing.
It will be done.
Aha! Here we go. Here's Shistel.
Excuse me, but I'm late for my classes.
Leave me be, stranger. I've work to do. Do you not recognize me? It is Voss. Certainly. Voss, I did not recognize your face. My apologies. I trust your journeys have been comfortable. The Cloakwood can be cold this time of year. If you'll excuse me, I should go. How did you know I'd gone to the Cloakwood? I have relatives in the region. Yes, they must have seen you and sent a note on your progress. How would they know who I was? I think you're lying. You would do well to leave me be. I tire of this game. Take your questions and go away, monkey. Oh no, I have many more questions to ask. For starters, who are you really? I am your death, foolish meat.
For the fallen!
You're a queer fellow. I'm gone. My
With ease.
Magic does not nest well in a tired mind.
All right.
Sleep.
Yes? With ease.
Voss. Keep doing your look around.
I've just about seen enough waking hours, slave driver.
You guys will be fine, I promise.
Oh, I'm getting a little sleepy.
Alright.
I will require rest soon. I stand ready. Not a problem.
What if we go up one more floor?
Our library is a man's harem
will
of
be
done.
knowledge.
Payato, I think this was the other guy who came to see us after the second assassination attempt. We shouldn't fight here. Immediately gets into a fight with the doppelganger. Shh. That one was okay because he was a monster. Voss, good to see you. I trust you're well. As well as can be expected, Payato. How have you been? Oh, I pine for the days when you and Gorion still called Candlekeep home. You brought a bit of energy to these walls. I shall have to speak with you later at length, but for now you must rest. Gorion's old room is the third on the south corridor, just as it was. I think there are a few things for you there as well. We shall see you later. Alright. That is good information. We should go into Gorion's room. Still kept just as it was. Did you mean this room? Oh, I think maybe he meant this room.
Harem of knowledge.
Ah, okay. After you retrieve the scroll, it would be good of you to see Tethril. He's waiting for you just upstairs. Hi, Compin. You here to make your entrance to the stream as always? Everybody say hi, Compin. What? You don't like the term our library is a harem of knowledge? What's wrong with that? I think all libraries should be called a harem of knowledge. Don't even call them libraries anymore. Just be like, okay, Mom, I'm gonna go over to the harem of knowledge and pick up a few books.
This group shows promise exceptional.
Alright, get a letter. Alright. Let's... Okay, Compin, I need you to not lick my face. Compin! This is a very important story moment, Compin. Come on. No. He hates me, chat. Alright. A letter. One last letter from Gorion. Hello, Voss. If you're reading this, it means I have met an untimely death. I would tell you not to grieve for me, but I feel much better thinking that you would. There are things that I must tell you in this letter that I might have told you before. However, if my death came too soon, then I would have never been given the chance. First off, I am not your biological father, for that distinction lies with an entity known as Baal. The Baal that I speak of is the one you know as a divinity. In the crisis known as the Time of Troubles, when the gods walked Faerun, Bal was also forced into a mortal shell. He was somehow forewarned of the death that awaited him during this time. For reasons unknown to me, he sought out women of every race, and forced himself upon them. Your mother was one of those women, and as you know, she died in childbirth. I had been her friend and, on occasion, lover. I felt obligated to raise you as my own. I've always thought of you as my child, and I hope you still think of me as your father. You are a special child. The blood of the gods runs through your veins. If you make use of our extensive library, you will find that our founder, Alando, has many prophecies concerning the coming of the spawn of Bal. There are many who will want to use you for their own purposes. One, a man who calls himself Saravok, is of the worst danger. He has studied here at Candlekeep, and thus knows a great deal about your history and who you are. Gorion. Oh, you're the Antichrist. I like that summation, Roku. Yeah. We are a child of Bal, who is the god lord of murder. And there are many prophecies about children of Bal. And as a child of the Lord of Murder, our path throughout the game makes a little bit more sense now in hindsight. All the dreams that we've been having about a dagger of bone, rivers of blood, a voice telling us that we'll learn, you will learn, and it being angry with us that we are not giving in to more evil ways. Well, that makes sense since we have murdered a lot of people. Exactly. It doesn't... that's one thing narratively I really love about this game, is that it really gives a reason for the combat. And this is going to be more of like a speaking on a meta level. But I just love that we're literally a child of murder, and that's why sometimes we're in situations where it doesn't matter how good we play things out, how much we try to avoid conflict. Conflict comes to us. Death comes to us. Sometimes we are just in circumstances where we have no choice but to kill or be killed. And I think, yeah, we're also the Dark Urge. Yep. Which is why, when, you know, I played Baldur's Gate and I saw the origin introduction for Dark Urge, I was like, oh, no way! Yes! Because I knew what was going on, and I was very excited. So you can bet your golly that when we get to Baldur's Gate 3, we are doing a Dark Urge playthrough. But yeah, I just think it's very clever writing to have this game system where you're both working with like morality systems and your reputation, and the primary focus of the game is on combat scenarios. And, you know, for being a game that came out when it did, it had a little bit of a limited scope of what kind of ways you could get around in other scenarios. Like, you know, this doesn't have as extensive of a system as something, you know, like a modern game like Baldur's Gate 3, where you're like, can I do that? Wow, I can do that. You know, this game is older and it had to keep those limitations in mind. And so with that in mind, you are literally a child of killing people. So, you know, the game makes up this really good story point as to why you have to solve situations with killing. And then, of course, I love a character that is now tormented by the fact that they're literally born to be a killing machine, and now they have to fight against it. They know exactly who they're supposed to be, but now they have to try and be better. They have to fight themselves to not give in to their heritage. Which is also why in my little portrait here, I gave Voss a little token that is the symbol of Baal. So just a fun little Easter egg.
Yes? Not a problem.
You read the note found among Gorion's belongings and addressed to you. Okay, and this is just making sure that you have read it. And yes, and now, of course, we know about Saravok, who I will also point out. Take a look at his name backwards. Korivas. The guy we met downstairs was just Saravok's name backwards. And seemed to know a lot about the night that Gorion died.
I stand ready.
Alright. Boss, the growing crease of worry in your face as you've read that letter makes me grow worried. Is there something so upsetting in Gorion's words? Since I knew him well, I might be able to explain. I don't think you could, Jaheira. You see, Gorion's not my father. I'm one of the children of Baal. I'm a Baal spawn. You are one of the children, then. So that is it. I knew you were somehow special, from the way Gorion chose to abandon his adventuring days and seek seclusion in this fortress. I should have been able to guess earlier from those nightmares you were having. This changes less than you might have thought, Voss. You've shown yourself as a decent and caring person, despite this heritage. I will continue to stand by your side and help you come to terms with this newfound knowledge, if you would accept my aid, of course. Thank you, Jaheira. I'm glad to know that you won't turn on me now. It means a lot.
Not a problem.
I don't. Sorry, Roku. I don't get the reference.
It will be done.
Alright.
Yes?
The other priest said, or monk said that Teth Teril was upstairs here, waiting for me.
Greetings, young
Here we
one.
go. I am pleased to see thee again. Hast thou come to collect the inheritance from your father? He left thee several items, all of which are within his old room. Please forgive my abrupt nature, but much requires my attention this day. It is important that we later speak of your foster father. But not now. Meet me in the outer grounds later today.
I stand ready. Not a problem.
Interesting.
My magic does not nest well in a tired mind.
All right.
Sleep.
Ulrant's a guy that we heard a lot of people speak of as kind of like the leader of this place, but this is the first time we really see him.
Someone disturbs me.
What brings thee here, child of Gorion? I'm very busy and must ask thee to visit another time. Okay.
It will be done.
Well, let's go see.
With ease.
Oh god! We ran out of time. So, our time is up. So this is the thing I was warning about you, about happening once you enter Candlekeep. You have however much time it's been in-game, and then the guards are going to come after you and say, "You there, stop and surrender yourselves. You are accused of murdering the men Brunos Kastik and Railtar Anchev. If you give yourselves up now, you'll be assured a fair trial." I didn't murder anyone, so I'm perfectly willing to go to trial. My innocence of this accusation should be refuted quickly within any fair court of law. I'm glad that you still have some sense. Some of the sense that Gorion taught you. Please, follow me. I'm sure everything will be sorted out quickly. In our tiny little prison cell. Ulrant. So, boss, you have sullied your father's name by defiling his home and bringing ruin to a peace that has lasted for centuries. I spit on you and all your friends. Your transgressions will be punished in the most severe form. I formally accuse you of the murders of Brunos Kastok and Railtar Anchev. Someone really needs to give him a clue. But I've done nothing wrong. Why have you accused me of such a thing? You were seen fleeing the site of the murder by a guest known as Koravas. From everything that we've seen and found, it is not hard to figure out what your purpose was. From what I have been told, you have been trying to place all the misfortune of the Sword Coast squarely on the shoulders of the Iron Throne. I assume you and your friends are assassins in the employ of Om. Perhaps you were sent up north to create discord in the region before an Omnian invasion. It matters little. You and your friends are to be sent to Baldur's Gate, where an appropriate punishment will be administered. Well, fuck. And that's the leaders of the Iron Throne dead, too. Like, we get accused of murder, but also you gotta remember that, like, with an accusation of murder means that somebody was fucking murdered. So those guys that we just wanted to find evidence against, they've been killed. And we've been set up by this Koravas. Yeah, fair trial my ass. For sure. Hello, young one. I'm sorry to see thee in such terrible circumstances. I know thee well enough to see that you have been falsely accused. Tomorrow, Ulrant will most likely sentence thee to be sent to Baldur's Gate. There, thou would receive the death penalty for these actions. I know that Gorion would not want to see his only child killed scant few weeks after his own death. 'Tis a favor to his memory that I will help thee escape. Make thy way through the catacombs beneath the library, but disturb them not. I have your possessions with me. You must take them and go with haste. Do you know anyone by the name of Koravas? I know no one named Koravas. But Koravas is the reverse of Saravok, so just, you know, bonk, 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 making sure that you see that. A young man who accompanied the leaders of the Iron Throne when they first came. I do not know where he has gone. It's also interesting, in the letter that we read last stream, we saw that Saravok sent a letter to his father saying that he wouldn't be coming with them to Candlekeep, that he had business with the Chill and Black Talon mercenaries. So he's really set this up as much as possible. Few weeks, it's been several months in game. I am curious, we might see how long our adventures actually have been. Did you hear that? Saravok! Sounds kind of fishy to me, don't you think? It is now time for you to go, Voss. I could teleport you to the secret room that leads to the catacombs, but from there, you're on your own. You must be careful within the catacombs, as there are many guardians and traps, and perhaps whoever planned these murders. However dangerous the catacombs may be, they are a safer alternative to Ulrint's wrath. Teleport us to the secret library. We're as ready as we'll ever be. So yeah, just out of curiosity, checking our journal and going back to chapter 1. Yeah, day 0, hour 7 versus day 160. So it's been
Yes?
half a year.
With ease. I stand
Some
ready.
extra spells. Oh, and stuff that they don't know. That's because this is a level 5 Shadow Door. Alright, you guys do know these. So you can just throw that into the thing. There you go, Dinah Hair. Don't know that I'll really use that. But you can learn it anyway. Alright. And we can let the party rest.
You close your eyes tonight, and visions of Candlekeep swim into view. As you pass through the gates of the Citadel, there is a flash of memory, and you are a child of only a few seasons once more. At your side is Gorion, gray-haired even all those years ago. How old must he have been to age so little in the time since? Aged as he ever was, you still have to run to keep up with him. He has an important meeting with Ulrant, the keeper of the tomes. An important meeting about you. Funny, you don't remember it. As you stand outside the doors of the inner keep, you can hear the shouting from within. Gorion seldom raised his voice, though you did not care to listen to the discussions at your previous stops either. As you trace patterns in the water of a fountain, a reflection distracts you from the argument. A large raven has perched atop a stone wall and stares directly at you with huge black eyes. You stare back through the mirror of the water and are suddenly afraid to meet the bird's gaze any other way. It has claws for feet. You think to yourself, little skeletal claws. The doors of the keep suddenly swing open, and Ulrant storms out. He glances at you for a moment, but looks away as he speaks. You both can stay, he sneers, but mark my words, that child will be the death of you. A flash of memory once more, and Gorion walks out of the keep as he is today, dead. You drop your gaze back to the water so as not to see. The raven is gone, but your own image remains. Your eyes are black, like those of a bird. Like father, like child, the reflection says. You wake with a yell, predictably unrested.
That just goes so hard. I love the detail of this fight going on between Gorion and Olrant while we're having like a very prophetic moment with a big black raven. Oh, so cool. Dynahair's palm is firmly planted on your mouth, but seeing that you are aware, she slowly removes it. Shh. No need to wake up the sleepers. What did thou see? Gorion died because of me, Dynahair. Because of my father, whoever he was. I'm sure of it now, and I'm more determined than ever to find out the whole of it. We have to go back to Candlekeep with all haste. That is a wise course.
Yeah.
And we gained the special ability, Draw Upon Holy Might, which is quite nice. The priest calls upon his god to grant him power for a short period. When he does this, his strength, constitution, and dexterity are all raised by 1 point for every 3 levels of the caster. A 3rd level caster would have his abilities raised by 1, while a 12th level caster would have his abilities raised by 4. So, very cool.
I stand ready.
Whatever they need.
Alright, team.
What you want?
If we take a look at the door, it says this door leads back to the upper levels of the keep. From the looks of it, it is heavily warded. Luckily, Tethrill teleported you past such an obstacle. Common sense dictates that you make your escape through the opposite door.
With ease.
You point, I punch.
Evil round every corner. Careful not to... Ah! Oh, I think I stepped in some.
Yes, it will be done.
Beware, my friends. Boo says nothing here is as it seems. Boo also warns that his keen nose tells him there are a lot of spiders and undead here, and by the smell of sulfur, plenty of explosive traps. Are you sure it's that, Boo, and not that piece of cheese you've been hoarding in your pouch for the last 10 days? Sorry, just checking. Hey ya, big lug, tell Boo to stop warning Voss about the traps. A girl's gotta earn a living too, you know. But Boo could never disarm a trap the way little Emowyn does. You betcha. I know you can, Boo, but let's not upset our good friend Emowyn by telling her that. She hasn't yet come to terms with your greatness. Alright. So that's some fair warnings, Minsk. Thank you. We could potentially... We do have a protection from undead. How long does it last? Duration, 2 hours. Okay. Yeah, not terribly useful, but, you know, we'll throw it up here. And if we run into some guys...
stand ready.
We'll cast it on Voss or something.
Let's talk more fight.
And you know what? Minsk, go ahead and drink a potion.
Need of me?
Same with you, Khalid.
Nature's servant awaits.
We have so many potions. Everybody may as well get some benefits up from them. Were the potions we drank all good? Okay, yeah, I think we're good.
Done.
Hello there.
My book? You stole my book, you cur! This. So we're, yeah, gonna be running into a lot of doppelgangers here as well. Alright, boss.
Yes? Not a problem.
Oh, this one tried to get me.
I stand
Could
ready.
I wish my ear?
Minsk, my heart always gladdens as I behold thee by my side. 'Tis hard to be far from one's homeland and familiar faces. Yeah, their death screams are pretty visceral. You have two friendly faces, Minsk and Boo, the two heroes who are here to defend you, the stuff of legend. Oh, those tales will be told of us in the Berserker Lodge when we get home, right, Boo? Minsk, it might be well afore I would return back to Rashomon. Should thou wish to go home sooner, thou needest only tell me. Thy Dashima has been all but fulfilled now. Where thine hair goes, so does my blade. As long as there are evil butts to kick and some cheese for Boo, Minsk is happy. My loyal friend, I most appreciate thy words, but I perceive that I have found that which I have been seeking. If I am to believe the lore of the olden days, many events, perilous, are about to come to pass. Minsk and Boo are not afraid of danger. You started your travel with Minsk and Boo, and with Minsk and Boo you will travel. I will not let you go unprotected so far from home. Alright.
Not a problem.
There are so many places I would rather be.
I know. Creepy catacombs, Khalid. But buck up, my man. Oh. Shit. Why did I run into that? That was stupid. It had avoided me. Damn it. You know what?
Yes, oh omnipresent
Jaheira,
authority
you
figure.
have spells that resist against fire and cold. Go ahead and cast that on yourself and Khalid.
Yes, it will be done.
Alright. And of course it wouldn't be some catacombs without some grave robbing. Grave robbery? Grave robbing? Both?
You've a task? They called.
I stand ready.
Do I have any, I have protection from magic. I'm doing my best to try and make use of some of this stuff that I've held on to for forever. Ah, more protections from fire.
Yep.
We'll hold on to that as well.
Yes,
Okay.
it will be done.
Oh, wait. Sorry, Voss. I put you up here so that you could hand off this unidentified stuff. Basilisc's passport. A ring of fire resistance. Fire resistance plus 40%. Very nice. Voss, go ahead. Have that. Protection from acid. And Tome of Understanding. So this is the third tome that will raise our wisdom by 1 point permanently.
I stand ready.
So we finally found all of the wisdom tomes. That just leaves, and that puts our wisdom at 19, which is so good. That just leaves one tome we have not found yet, which is the Tome of Strength. Which would be nice, because Boss can't carry shit. If he could be a little stronger, I would not complain.
It will be done.
Alright. Keep an eye out for traps.
I care not.
Emma, how about you speed up this process and look over here and turn off your AI so you don't continue to hide in shadow?
Yes? It will be done.
Alright, another sarcophagus. It's locked. Let's give that just a little bit.
I've done had enough of this.
See if we find any traps. Alright.
I stand ready. With ease.
Alright. Oh, too far away, right? Okay.
Not a problem. Yes?
Alright, everyone, over here. Turn AI back on.
I stand ready. Not a problem.
Right about this area in chapter 6, not like this specifically, but just these catacombs in general.
Something most unnatural here, and I want no part of it.
This was as far as I was able to get as a kid. And man, this place spooked me. Being underneath my childhood home. And the false faces of doppelgangers being those of very familiar characters from the beginning. Plus, it's all trapped, so, you know, you have the added anxiety there, too. Alright. Here, that.
I stand ready. Not a problem.
Is there anything else down here, boss? Oh yeah. Gotta turn.
Squeaky wheel gets the kick.
Not a
A
problem.
right angle. Never trust a right angle.
You point, I punch. Squeaky wheel gets the kick.
Yes?
Yeah, the context is very upsetting too.
With ease.
Or unsettling. No, upsetting is what you said, yeah. Both. No traps? No traps? I don't trust you till you show me a trap. Nothing. Well, that's why that one's not trapped. May have already been robbed. Alright, back up.
With ease. Hmm? With ease.
Mm-hmm. They put these devious little half walls here too, and very much so, if there's any like lightning bolt effects, it's like all your characters are bottlenecked into going right through here. Dastardly
Yes,
traps.
With ease.
Less talk, more fight. Squeaky wheel gets the kick.
I stand ready. It will be done.
Cool one, sir. Full plate and packing steel.
With ease.
There you are. Spider. Phase spider? Oh yeah, for sure. Alright, just back up. Spider will come to us.
Yes? I stand with ease.
All good. That looked like a sword spider. Maybe? Nope, another phase spider. Okay. Let it come to us.
Yes, with ease.
Alright. And another one. Oh, another couple. Alright, come on.
I stand ready.
Go for the eyes, Boo. Go for the eyes.
Oh, I got really not in this.
Okay.
New point. Less talk, butt kicking for goodness.
Yes? It will be done.
Mm-hmm.
Thy decency is refreshing. So many we meet are lacking.
Oh, well, thank you.
Here's a big, important looking mausoleum. Would that be the correct term? I think so.
There are so many places I would rather be.
Boom. Definitely feels like this one with the statues and it being a mausoleum and everything feels like that one's supposed to be Alondo's grave. Alright. Dinah here. If you please. Manual of Gainful Exercise. A typical manual of gainful exercise provides the reader with a strictly regimented routine of daily stretches and tests aimed to increase muscle bulk. As if this isn't enough, the manual is also magically enhanced, thereby allowing the individual to raise his or her strength by a single point. Unfortunately, the manual will disappear after a single use. So here we go. That's it. We found the last of the stat-changing books. Yeah, I was literally just talking about this. And we get the Spirit's Shield, Cloak of Protection +2, Armor Class +2, Saving Throws +2. So, if we have somebody with a Ring +1 or a Cloak +1, this will be a good replacement for that. And a Protection from Magic. Also, a decent spell. If we find a good spot to use it. We'll have to take a good look here. Let's see. There's the Cloak of Balduran. Minsk is wearing the Guard's Ring, so that would do just as good. There. No bonus. Maybe Jaheira, because she's got a Ring +1. And then this one's just for Charisma. Or Imowen, but I think I prefer the Cloak of Non-Detection. So, Jaheira, you can take this ring off, and boom, there we go. Extra bonuses.
I stand ready.
We'll read our manual. And there we go. That'll be Voss's final stats for the game. Strength of 12, Dex of 18, Constitution 18, Intelligence 12, Wisdom 19, Charisma 18. Love to see it. Those are some really good stats. And now instead of 70 pounds, Voss can carry 90 pounds. Very good. Alright. That was all this stuff. I also really like how, and this is just going off of memory, but I remember seeing, you know, every kid goes through an Egypt phase where you see like catacombs where there are, or like pyramid insides, where the insides are kind of like this. There's like chambers, but there's also chambers with like dead ends and such like that. So I always thought it was cool that this kind of reflects that same idea.
Not a problem.
Alright. Guys, head back up here.
What you want?
And Imowen, go ahead and cast this Protection from Undead on Voss.
Yes? With ease.
plate
I stand
and
ready.
packing steel.
Not a problem.
You point, I, but squeaky wheel gets the kick.
Nature's servant, oh, as good as done.
Not a problem.
There you are. Just some regular old ghasts.
For the fallen!
And a lot of corpses.
Go for the eyes, fool.
I stand ready. It will be done.
Less talk, more fight. Squeaky wheel gets
With
the kick.
ease.
Another one.
Yes?
Yes, for the group.
I stand ready. It will be done.
Nothing in here. Another ghast. We'll let this one come to us this time. There we go.
Yes? With ease.
Come on.
Cool one. Full plate.
Oh,
and
well,
packing
okay, Voss
steel.
ran in. I guess
stand
it's
ready.
fine.
Oh, my heart's really not in this.
Oh,
For the fallen!
Oh, my heart's really not in this.
no ghasts. You're supposed to attack Voss. He's protected from undead.
My blade will cut you down to size.
With ease.
Oh, let's
Not a
root
problem.
through the pile of dead bodies. There we go.
Yes? It will be done.
And more stuff. Potion of stone form. This is a bad antidote, so we'll just throw that back down. Potion of fortitude. Yeah, we can give that to Minsk. That's also not a good potion. I'm just gonna drop it. There you go, Minsk. Warhammer +1. And another wand of fire that Dinah Hare will have to
I stand
identify
ready with
after she is
ease.
no longer held. Alright. That does take care of the last
Yes?
that was down here. So, back up to the central chamber.
I
Whatever
stand
they
ready.
need.
This group shows promise exceptional.
Alright.
You point, I punch.
There we go. Make Minsk's Constitution 18 for a little while. Why not?
It will be done.
Now up we go. Further
Gather your party
into the
before
catacombs.
What do you need?
Poison Nessa, have you? And to think that I would have left this keep with the likes of you. Leshling.
Hey,
Thought you could take me on, did ya? Try me now, twerp, and we'll see who comes out the better.
I stand ready.
The doppelgangers make everything so personal, too.
I would plug it had I the power.
Stole Hall's special elixir, did ya? And fed it to the cows, no less. You'll rue the day you even met me, boss.
For the fallen!
Yes? I stand ready.
Dinah here definitely sees something over here. Aha, some skeletons.
For the eyes, Boo. Go for the eyes!
They wish my ear.
Toss a fireball. You two, stand back. Boom. There we go.
Yes? Not a problem.
Oh,
Stand
hi.
ready. Not a problem.
Glad we went through this archway and not that one.
Let's talk butt kicking for goodness!
With ease.
Something on your mind? Something on your mind?
Dillard, insolent waif, I tried to instruct you, tried to make you wise, but it was like drawing compassion from a Zent. You're nothing, child, and soon you will become much less.
Yes?
My heart's really not in this.
I stand ready. With ease. Yes? I stand ready. It will be done.
Yep.
More skeletons. Man, we have so many wands of lightning, and I so don't want to use them.
For the fallen!
Go for... Go for the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes! Rusk!
For the fallen!
Go for the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes!
The lead needs more arrows up here.
Yes?
My blade will cut you down to size.
Not a problem.
I need a swig of some strong dwarven ale.
Now, you may not remember who this is, Arcanus. He was one of the temporary party members we were given in the tutorial of Candlekeep to teach us how to use a party. By the gods, that thing was young Dreppen. What's going on here, Vosk? Olby watched us to search for you here, but this is far more foul than any of those most fearsome illusions. That thing was a doppelganger, just like you. Out of respect for the face you wear, mere kin, I might just let you live. Flee this place before I change my mind. As you order, so it shall be, my old comrade. Come, dead air. Boss has spoken. Uh-huh.
I stand ready.
Absolutely still doppelgangers. Just smart enough doppelgangers to run away. And maybe make you doubt yourself a little.
Not a problem.
By Moradin's hammer.
Spy, traitor, fight for the rats, will ye? Fickle as the wind ye are, fickle as the wind. We have a name for ye type, rat bastards it is. Aye, rat bastards, and I've never known one I didn't hang with my own 2 hands.
Yes?
Side with the rats, did ya?
For the fallen!
I stand ready. It will be done. With ease.
Seek my comfort, will you? Aye, I'll show you a sweet and silent comfort if you'll let me, wasteling. Rat bastard's such a good insult, though. It is. I do love rat bastard.
Yes? With ease. I stand ready. With ease.
I should have joined the army.
Fetch bolts, I said. I should have told you to lick my boots clean, you mound of flesh.
It will be done.
Alright.
Yes? With ease.
Boss! Stop this madness, child, I beg of thee! Thou hast soaked these halls with the blood of innocence, and I cannot permit it to go further. Boss, you have seen too many of these wicked beasts to believe their lies now. Raise your weapons, and let us rid the world of these foul mockeries of our friends and allies. Stay back. Stay where you are. The one with you wears the face of my stepfather, and I know him for dead.
Awake, my adopted child. Awake and face the terrible tests ahead of thee.
It's okay, Voss. It's all right. I didn't die that night, nor have I yet. The blade that you thought slew me had been treated with a magical poison. It left me, a living soul and lively mind, imprisoned in a body that gave all appearance of death. The man you saw that night is called Saravak, and he has been in the keep for 3 days past under the reverse alias Koravas. Tethteril kept watch on him, but in our foolishness, we never thought that he might have others with him. Please, child, I've loved you too much to lose you now.
Greetings, young one.
Elminster and I suspected it for a long time. With Saravak away from his lair, Elminster was at last able to locate your stepfather and bring him to safety. Forgive me, Voss. I should have told you earlier, but to raise your hopes only to see them dashed to pieces all over again. There's too much heart left in this bony cage for me to have done that. Please, child, sheathe those weapons and sheathe thy madness too. Come with us, and we shall see thee at last to safety. So, I gotta say, again, this fight right here, actually, and yes, these guys are all doppelgangers. I think Jaheira chiming in has made that pretty obvious. But I did not have the NPC mod back on my original copy of the game all those years ago. And about here is where I got, and, you know, being a kid, you're like, wait, is my character going mad? Like, what is actually going on here? And this did make me second guess myself. If you say to Elminster, yes, guide me from this place of horror that I might spend a gentler moment at the side of my stepfather, these guys will then just lead you in further where a whole bunch of doppelgangers are going to attack you at once. And then these guys are going to turn. But, man, fucked up. Fucked up. So we could also say, I know you mere kin, and you're no more than Elminster than I'm Drist the Drow. Or, you said that these halls were soaked with innocent blood. Then who was it that chased me down these wretched halls, calling my name and voices I once knew, only to close and attack in traitorous form? Let's go ahead and say that one.
Everything will be explained to you in time.
By all that is good, Voss, what have they done to your mind to haunt it so? Your old friend Dreppen lies tangled in his own entrails, and poor Felida, she ran down here to offer a mother's shoulder, and you have butchered her like the monster you perceived her to be. The gods have no mercy on we ragged mortals, it appears. I am a doddering and elderly fool for having let it come to this. There I stood, Elminster, arrogant, nudging and prodding, but was never taking action. The most powerful mage in the realms reduced to a meager puppeteer. Listen close, Voss. With the help of doppelgangers and some powerful magics, Saravok has encased thee within a vast and frightening illusion. I was unsure whether I could even penetrate it to reach thee. The time to come for a leap of faith, child. Thou must fling aside this foul illusion and let us lead thee back to reality where Saravok is fightable. So yeah, like, they put up, like, a fairly convincing argument here, too. Minsk says not to trust them, Voss. Look, Boo's getting all jittery and ready for battle. This is a trap. If this is madness, then leave me to it. If you flee now, I shall not attempt to kill you. Then, fleshling, go mad if you will, and feel the rasp of our claws against your mind.
I care not.
They called?
Can I help you?
You've a task?
I stand ready.
All right.
My blade will cut you down to size.
Go for the eyes! Rusk!
Right. How dare you guys? Boom. And I will say, they're all three greater doppelgangers, and if you haven't done, like, everything in the game and gained as much experience as we have, that can be a much tougher fight, especially since, you know, you're going through these catacombs, you're dealing with undead, you're dealing with other doppelgangers up to this point, and traps and skeletons and stuff. A lot of the times, if I come through here and I'm under-leveled at all, this can really be a tough fight. We, however, are pretty strong. You can't gaslight gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss me today. Monsters, yes. Not today.
With ease.
A younger me, though, definitely was second guessing myself. I was like, what? What's going on?
Yes, with ease. I stand ready. Not a problem. It will be done.
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
Lost your sense of humor, have ye? Aye, I've heard what you've been telling all your little friends, that old Winthrop has a hankering for a little elven arse every now and then. Ha! Come here, my pretty, and I'll soon change your mind.
Yes?
My blade will cut you down to size.
I stand ready. It will be done. With ease.
And again, too, these are definitely things that, like, as a kid, all this was just very spooky. And now, you know, being older, you can recognize it better as like, oh no, this is very cheesy. But, like, it still has that spooky vibe, but very, you know, like, you know, Winthrop being like, oh, telling everyone I want some elven arse, huh?
Yes?
Very silly. I love it.
My blade will cut you down to size.
Yeah, so the three of those greater doppelgangers would have brought you right about down here and then had all these other doppelgangers turn on you, just making for an even tougher fight.
I stand ready. Not a problem.
Alright, further in we go.
Gather your party before venturing forth.
We've reached the end of the catacombs, and now we are into some caves.
Yes?
Everyone?
Nature's servant awaits.
We're ready to do a little buffing.
You're a queer fellow.
You have need of me?
Cool one, son.
I stand ready.
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
What you want?
Oh, my minor sequencer. I need to have it set up. Oh, okay. Our other one is still set up. That's good.
Yep.
Actually, no, Emoin, you're good. You don't need that.
You're a queer fellow.
Sure, do a protection of fire on yourself. Okay. Alright, everyone.
Not a problem.
Forward. Prat. Who are you? I'm an expectant Saravok, not some ragtag band. We're the mercenaries who've been causing the Iron Throne so much hurt. I thought as much. You won't get by me and my band without a fight. Alright.
Yes?
You point, I punch.
Get
You've a task?
in there. Cast a mist cast magic on this guy.
Do that.
See if you can paralyze this one.
Do you want to tell me a story about trollops and plug
Go ahead and
pills?
use your minor sequencer, Emmeline. Did you hear a spell was canceled? Because he turned invisible, of course.
Yes, oh omnipresent
So instead, do a flame strike.
I know nothing more. So leave me go.
Alright. Emowyn
I've done had enough of
is invisible. Ugh, taking quite a bit of damage there. But let's see if we can get a backstab on Prat.
this. My blade will cut you down to size.
I think that happened before Emowyn even attacked. So maybe try this guy, Emowyn. Boom! Nice. That put him at badly injured.
You're a queer fellow.
Alright, now back up.
I stand ready.
Yeah, some people have rigid thinking. That sucks.
You've attacked.
Try and flame strike this one. Emowyn. Attack the cleric. Boom. Oh no, that was going so well too. Man. Boss took too many hits. Alright. Let's try that again.
With ease.
Much of the same technique.
Yes?
Voss and Minsk.
Nature
Go after them. Jaheira, try doing a flame strike right away on this guy. Maybe that'll interrupt him.
They're called.
Go for the paralyze.
You're a queer fellow. What you want?
And minor sequencer on yourself. Okay. Emowyn. Oh yeah. Emowyn, get over here. And now Jaheira cast miscast magic on this guy. Ah, he still did it. Damn him.
You've attacked.
Just can't get those out fast enough.
Nature's servant awaits.
I cannot. You're a queer
Alright,
fellow.
Emowyn.
My blade will cut you down
Boom.
to size.
You didn't end up getting backstabbed. That stinks.
Done had enough of this.
Can you try to hide again? Might not matter. We might have this. Boom, alright, and barely anybody is hurt. Good stuff. Let's see how much we can pick up. Alright.
What you want?
Whatever they need.
Inventory's full. Right. I love how that basically turned into a kicking circle at the end. Yeah, you're not wrong. Alright, and Dart of Stunning, and Throwing Axe. Right. Still can't identify. Alright.
Yep.
Do they wish my ear?
I care not.
Yes? Not a problem.
Nope. Alright. Now,
That called?
we are going to be cautious and give Voss a protection from petrification. Because the next thing we are likely to fight is some basilisks. Ugh. Jeez, okay. There we go.
I stand ready. Not a problem.
You point, I punch. Butt kicking for goodness!
It will be done.
Less talk, more fight. Squeaky wheel gets the kick.
Yes? It will be done.
Alright, I guess we gotta take care of some spiders first. That's fine. Teleport out here to us.
Oh, my heart's really not in this.
For the fallen!
My heart's really not in this.
Not a problem.
Cool. Gold plate and packing steel.
Yes? With ease.
No traps? Alright. Your one little warning here.
Stand ready.
Because there they are, basilisks.
Wheel gets the kick.
For the fallen!
Yes?
There we go. Oh, good stuff. Yeah, we are doing really well. Not having any trouble with some of this late game stuff,
Yes?
which is good.
With ease.
I truly wonder if we've hit max level at this point. Because everybody seems to be at like too even of a number. So I feel like we may have hit max. Keep an eye on that 14,000 that Emmoin has and see if it actually goes down.
I stand ready. Not a problem.
Come on, guys. Diarmid. It's about time you got out there, Prat. That is Prat, isn't it? Oh, I don't need to tell you that we must not keep Saravok waiting. I trust you didn't have any trouble in there? He said that the monks fell for the ruse and that Voss was locked up. So he took the surface route out of the keep instead of meeting you in the crypts. We really must get moving if we're to catch up with him. Terribly sorry, but I'm not who you think I am. I'm Voss, and I don't appreciate being the butt of a conspiracy. Well, you certainly seem like some sort of Prat, if not the precise one I was looking for. I might have expected more guile from Saravok's supposed most threatening enemy. Why he thinks you could stop his takeover of Baldur's Gate, I have no idea. Do you mind if I don't stay to fight? I've rather more important things to be doing. We've a war to concoct, you know. And he leaves.
You must gather your party before venturing forth. Life continues to be quite the challenge. You have been accused of murdering the Iron Throne leaders, and the Flaming Fist will undoubtedly hound your every step because of it. Despite all of this, you must return to the city of Baldur's Gate, the very lair of your accusers. You must find and expose the one who is responsible for your predicament. You must find Saravak.
There we go. Thou hast been silent of late. I know that Gorion's letter placed a great weight upon thy shoulders, but 'tis no reason to avoid thy friends. There are quite a few things that I have to consider now that I've discovered the truth about my heritage, Dynahair. But if you wish to talk, perhaps you could tell me if you knew who I was before I received Gorion's letter? Not knowledge, but suspicion. Perhaps, if thou wilt let me explain. I am listening. I have indeed known, for a long time, that there might be a son of Baal. Whilst visiting Sialun in Simbia on my Dejema, I studied with a learned man. He was a priest of Mistra and a librarian in her temple. I had the benefit of listening to his debates, of course. And once, a dispute touched a rather frivolous topic of godchildren. At the time, 'twas almost a comic notion, for after the time of troubles, many an unwed mother claimed her offspring to be of God's blood. He told us how such a lie may ruin a young life. He had heard a boy once, he said, they claim to divine blood. Peculiarity, it happened years before the Gods' War. I was interested enough to speak to my mother in private, and he told me of the boy. He was a wild and unsettled child called Saravak, taller and stronger than some, but not remarkable otherwise. His madness was surely due to the fact that his mother was found murdered a few days before. Perhaps the woman was unstable herself. It was she who had picked a cruel deity for her son's father, Baal. Or perhaps the boy did in distress over his mother's violent death. Intrigued, I studied every scroll mentioning Baal and came across Alando's portents. Indeed, 'twas prophesied that Baal would send forth mortal spawn. And then I asked myself, if I were a deity who had foreseen my own death, would I produce my heirs in the year of troubles, or would I seed them throughout the ages? The dozing seeds which I could call forth from beyond death. I was to find this Saravak, who must, by that time, be a man grown. However, he was gone from Simbia, and I was commanded to return to Rashomon. 'Twas not the last season that I received permission to come to the western lands to seek his trail. In Sialun, my old tutor told me that Saravak had done well for himself and was now a merchant in Baldur's Gate, dealing with Simbia on behalf of his father Raeltar Enchev. I gathered what information I could, but it was not enough. Before confronting the man with such an accusation, I determined to find more of Alando's prophecy to see any writing that pertained to the Bospan. Therefore, I started out from Sialun to go to Candlekeep, where his lore is preserved. Yet things did not go as planned, and I met thee. The description that thou gavest of thine assailant made me suspect that it was Saravak himself who came for thee. Added to the unusual circumstance of thy birth and upbringing and the strength of thy character, it made me suspect that thou also might be a Bospan. I'd read so much, thought so much of Balspan in the last 6 years. I had waited to meet one. I was intrigued when I thought I recognized the divine essence in thee. The more I knew thee, the more I became convinced that my earlier reasoning was true, and the darkness itself might be turned to the light's work by one like thee. I was not unlike Gorion in thinking so. At least I know now why you came to the Sword Coast, to find Saravok. Perhaps it's good that you ran into me rather than him. He sounds like a very dangerous man. In the morn, only the weaver knowest what pattern all shall see in the even.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. Yes, and we also picked up a letter that was on Prat's body. Prat, my schemes have come together in a most satisfying manner. The mercenaries who have plagued me at every step are now imprisoned, accused with the murder of Raeltar, Brunos, and Thaldorn. Learn as much as you can about the fate of the mercenaries, and then meet me back at Baldur's Gate. I apologize for leaving you here alone, but it was necessary to return to the city so as to take Raeltar's position as Chief of Operations. If things proceed smoothly, I will be Grand Duke within a few weeks. Saravok. Yes. Dynahair's kind of, let the goose slip.
I stand ready. Not a problem.
Let the secret out a little early. But yeah, Saravok is our brother. Our half-brother. But a brother nonetheless. Which is why I will also say that is why we see him killing somebody in that very beginning cutscene. And the person being killed says, "There are others. I can show you, please." The others the guy was talking about was more ball spawn. Alright. Time to go back up to the gate.
With ease.
You need something, stranger?
Hey there, travelers. Y'all seem rather road-worn. Perhaps there's a reason for all that, eh? Well, I shan't come across as rude. My name's Tomlin, and I'm the owner of a small trading coster that operates outside Baragost. Who do you happen to be? We're just travelers, on our way to Baldur's Gate. I think there's more to you than that. I recognize you all from the wanted posters that have been put up. I think you guys want to get into the big city, and you're gonna need some help. Lucky for you, I can give you that help for a price. How can you help us? I'm a smuggler. I smuggle illicit goods from moms to Baldur's Gate. If you pay me 100 gold, I'll smuggle a lot of you into the big city. 100 gold? We can afford that. What you can do then is follow me into town. I'll take care of you and you won't have any problems at all. I hope you don't have any difficulties with my instructions. Alright, we're gonna follow this guy. So yeah, we are now wanted. And by the way, we have also, since exiting the catacombs, left Chapter 6 and are now in Chapter 7, the final chapter of the game. No, I have not streamed a Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough yet. We are going to do that after we finish this trilogy, which is Baldur's Gate 2, and Throne of Ball.
It will be done.
You need something, stranger?
Well, that wasn't too hard, now was it? Guess there wasn't any of the large guard contingent that I thought there would be. Well, I wish you all the gods' lucks in the city. You're gonna need it. Bye now. No, we're gonna skip Siege of Dragonspear. Just because I feel like it spoils stuff in Baldur's Gate 2 a little bit. It feels like it's more so supposed to be played after you already know the story. So we may come back to Siege of Dragonspear at some point. After we do Shadows of Am and Throne of Ball. But we won't do it after we're done with the original game.
Yes? Not a problem.
Greetings, fellow rogues.
Oh, it's our drunk friend, Hussam. Hey guys, remember me, your old bud Hussam? It was good to see y'all again. Lots has happened since you were gone. Hey, you've been hearing all sorts of things. I've heard you guys is wanted for murderers. So you're murderers, huh? Well, I still like you. Hey, I have some more infos for you. You want to hear it? What do you have for us? Well, quite a bit I have, quite a bit. Does you knows about Duke Eltan? He's diseased, he is. He's seconds in command. Scar got killed. Assassinated, he was. But so that's it? I got to get going now. If you wish to talk to me some more, come by the Blushing Mermaid. Sees ya.
Perhaps this group needs not quite as much help as I thought.
Yeah, makes sense. It definitely does sometimes feel like some of the writing was from Lord Foreshadow after a few too many Neverwinter Ice Wines. Yeah, I think that's a good way of describing it. I definitely, I like Siege of Dragonspear just fine. You know, I don't think it quite holds up to the original games, but I think it's just fine, and it's a fun enough adventure. But, you know, if I'm wanting to show people the story of these games, I think I'm doing it in release order rather than in, like, chronological order. Just because, yeah, it definitely just kind of lets the cat out of the bag on a couple of things.
With ease.
Alright, now, because we are wanted criminals, we have to be careful
You're a clear
not to
fellow.
run into any guards.
Gorion would be proud of your actions.
But I have things in the city I still want to do. So, we are going to try our best to sneak around and not get guards called on us. What? No, we're invisible! Leave us alone! Why? Why? Did the invisibility not work? Halt and hold. You stand accused for a murder most foul. You lay down Okay, hold on. I'm loading because that did not go the way I thought it was going to.
You're a clear
Why
fellow.
did the invisibility not work?
What you want?
Okay, now everybody.
Not a problem. Yes?
Boss?
With ease.
Okay, now they don't
I
see
stand
Voss.
ready. With ease.
Do they see anyone else? No. Okay. Someone must have deactivated their invisibility. Is what I think happened. So we're going to be extra careful about that.
Not a problem.
Hello there.
Wait! I must speak with you. It's of utmost importance. Will you wait and listen? What is it you want? Good then. I am Delthair. I represent those who harp. So, those who harp, some of the harpers, same organization Khalid, Jahira, and Gorion are part of, and Elminster. I've been seeking you out for many weeks now. Just recently I discovered that you had left the city some time ago. Things have changed since you were last gone. I can tell you everything you need to know. That would be most welcome. The second in command of the Flaming Fist Scar was assassinated. Our buddy Scar, no. Grand Duke Eltan has come down with some mysterious ailment. No one knows how long he has to live. The most important news for you concerns your recent return to Candlekeep. You've been accused of murdering the leaders of the Iron Throne. Everyone believes that you're agents of Am. They think your persecution of the Iron Throne was just a cover-up for Am. Tensions run pretty high now. The new Iron Throne president, Saravok, has placed a price on all of your heads. The Flaming Fist has a warrant for your arrest. Before I continue, tell me, are you guilty? Yep, those scum deserved everything coming to them. Now what's interesting is that in Chapter 6, you can choose to go fight Brunos and Raeltar. You can actually go murder them. And, like, you can kind of be upfront with the characters helping you and being like, yeah, I murdered them. What of it? They sucked. And things mostly still play out the same, but, you know, it's a little bit of a role-playing opportunity for you. I do like, narratively, though, for my character, Voss, to have tried to, you know, go about the correct means of stopping the Iron Throne, and instead Saravok murders his own father to take control of the Iron Throne. So, no, we were framed. I'm relieved. Now, we must speak for your future. From what our network has gathered, the Iron Throne is preparing to make a grab for power in Baldur's Gate. It would be in your best interest to investigate what they're up to. Perhaps if you could break into their citadel, you might learn something. I know these are very troubled times for you, but you know more about the Iron Throne than anyone else. If you have any questions for me, ask them now. I'll be gone in the next few days. Who killed Scar? From the evidence found where he was murdered, it would seem that the Shadow Thieves killed him. These are the same Shadow Thief organizations that we talked about being the ones from Am. I think that's far too convenient to lay the blame on that organization. I would assume that the Iron Throne remains involved in some way. Yeah, and you can ask about him here. What sickness has Eltan come down with? So far, Eltan's healer has been unable to discover what has been ailing him. Must be magical in nature. I find the whole affair rather strange. From what I know, Eltan's healer, Rashad, was a priest of no mean faith and power. It is unusual that he'd be unable to effect a cure for the Grand Duke. So, do you have any other questions? What clues incriminated the Shadow Thieves? The signature mask and stiletto were left on Scar's body. That's enough questions for now. If that's the last of your questions, then I must be off. If you must see me again, I'll be at the Three Old Kegs Inn. You guys are giving me a lot of places to go check out that are going to be kind of hard for me to navigate to. But we're going to do our best.
I must talk to you in private. These are troubled times.
Everybody say hello to Tamoko. I apologize for not being more open, but these are troubled times. If I could be permitted to speak for a moment, I believe I have something that you would want to hear. Perhaps we could help each other. If your information is of worth, then yes, I would indeed be interested. I shall explain myself in further detail when I have time. Until then, I have but one thing to say. The one who claims to heal Duke Eltan's sickness is also the one who breeds it. Likely there have been signs that suggest this to you, but none have said it so plain. No doubt you have the wherewithal to follow it through on it. Your very nature gives you above-average competence. Gorion's tutelage could have only enhanced this. Don't speak that name. I'll not have you sully the memory of the only family I've known. But that was not the only family that knew you, and knows you now. I think you feel the pull, and I think you strain against it still. Again, you see that I know much of you, perhaps more than you know yourself. There are three things that are strength incarnate. There's love of life, there's fear of death, and there's family. A family that loves death would have a strong pull indeed. Can you feel it? Can you feel him? He hates you, you know. Who hates me? What have I done to deserve such hatred? What have you done? You exist, and chaos will be sown. That is the way it is intended, though I hope to change it. I must go, and you must go to Duke Eltan. Protect him from his own healer. I will wait near the Flaming Fist headquarters. We shall speak again, and I shall have something to ask of you. Alright. We're absolutely going to follow through on that.
I stand ready. It will be done.
I have a bad case of
Not a problem.
I know, Minsk, I know. The armor chafe.
Yes?
It's always so bad. Alright. This is probably going to be one of the last times we really sell stuff. And I'm doing this so that I can buy Khalid some more arrows, because he is starting to run a little low. And we can get any last little bonuses we want. Let's see, we got a few things here to get rid of. Gonna get rid of those wands of lightning. Go ahead and identify those. Is this the one I thought it was? Okay, here it is. Throwing Axe +2. Combat abilities returns to the wielder's hand when thrown. Thaco +2, damage 1d6 +3. This is the axe that I thought I was going to find in the outside of Durlag's tower. But I guess Prat and his buddies have it. For whatever reason, I remembered it being at Durlag's tower. But it's a very cool axe. I might hand it over to Khalid, because Khalid can actually use axes. Yeah, it's a fun item. I like it a lot. Arrow of Slaying. Slay Ogre Mage on touch. Don't need that. Some arrows. Any other special arrows I want to get? No, I think those are the main ones. Imoen. Some more bolts +2. And some bolts of lightning. And some more bullets. +2. Excellent. Any other spells I want here? No. Got more wands. And then all the stuff I've sold to you. Alright. Oh, container full. Damn it. Khalid, just hold on to that then. Alright, you take those. Khalid, you take that. Yeah, we'll do that. Sorry, Minsky, you gotta hold on to all the stuff that we can't use. Alright. Cool. Alright. Voss is no longer invisible.
It will be done.
But it's okay. We're gonna go check out the Thieves Guild.
It will be done.
Because I feel like somebody else might talk to us here about things.
With ease. Not a problem.
Or most everybody could be gone. Okay, never mind then.
Yes?
Can I rest here? No. Alright.
Not a problem. It will be done.
So next, what we are going to do is we're going to go down into the sewers. Which is why I spent all that time in an earlier stream labeling where some of these places are in the sewers. so that we can navigate around the city a little bit more stealthily and get around to where we need to go. So to Rat Child or to the Undercellar. Let's go.
It will be done.
Over here. And we can also sleep down here too. That way we don't have to deal with guards upstairs.
Go for the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes!
For the fallen! Nature's servant awaits.
I stand ready. Not a problem.
Alright, yeah, let's also check. Yeah, MON has stayed at exactly this 14k. That means we have reached max experience that we can get in the game. So, no more level ups for anyone. This is it. This is the party. MON ended the game with Mage level 8, Thief level 7, Dynahir is an Invoker level 9, Khalid, a Fighter level 8, Jahira, Fighter level 7, Druid level 8, a Ranger level 8 for Minsk, and we got to level 10 Swashbuckler. Very cool. Now, I would also like to go check out the 3 old kegs and the Blushing Mermaid to follow through on those other NPCs who talked to us. So we're going to take a little peek up. Okay, where does this put us? The Blushing Mermaid's right over there. That's great. Cool. Okay. Go back into the sewers. Do a little rest. Wonderful.
Yep.
MON. I do also want to show off what happens when you get caught by the Flaming Fist.
With ease.
Because it's also very interesting. But first we're gonna try and sneak around here a little bit. Here he is.
Yes? With ease.
Greetings, fellow rogues.
Hey again, it's me, Sam. I gotta talk to you. Just follow me. Okay, show us where you want to go.
I stand ready.
Right over here. Oh, shit! Sorry for misleading you, but there are times when subtlety works better than honesty. My associates and I don't want to fight, so we could ease the tension if all of us sheathed our weapons. Okay. We don't want to fight either. We'll give you a chance to explain yourselves the truth this time. Okay, first off, my name really is Hussam. I've never owned a business in Baldur's Gate. My associates and I belong to an organization called the Shadow Thieves, and I'm sure you've heard of us. We're here in the gate because of the lies being spread about our organization and the nation of Om as a whole. I'm sure you're aware how you were framed as Omnian assassins while in Candlekeep, or how the deaths of Duke Entar Silvershield and Commander Scar were blamed on the Shadow Thieves. Well, we had nothing to do with it. It seems that someone is going through a lot of trouble to create a feeling of animosity between Baldur's Gate and Om. Om has never been interested in a war with this city, and has definitely not been responsible for all the troubles in this region. All of that can be placed squarely upon the shoulders of the Iron Throne, or, more specifically, Sarabok. Now that I've told you who I am, Perhaps you can tell me who you are. We're just mercenaries. We've been hired by Duke Eltan to investigate the Iron Throne. Mercenaries, huh? Well, your employer isn't in the best shape right now, so perhaps you need some help. How do you plan on helping us? I've been tracking the movement of 2 night masks who've been operating in the city over the last few weeks. I'd say they're responsible for framing the past several murders on the Shadow Thieves. I know they've been staying at a place called the Undercellar. How about we pay them a visit? Show us the way. Just follow us to the Ilmater Shrine. It has one of the entrances to the Undercellar. I love how the Shadow Thieves all have their own special model.
Lying? Causing terror and murder? Those are my pastimes.
Here we are. The entrance is just in the back. We'll stay up here and run interference. The 2 you're looking for are named Slythe and Kirsten. Talk to the priest of Ilmater in the temple. He'll get you into the Undercellar. Meet us up here when you've dealt with the assassins. Alright. He wants us to go deal with that now. Sure, let's do it.
Not a problem.
Arms! Arms for the poor!
Ah, suffer long this unholy flesh. Another D&D thing. Ilmater is a good aligned god, but a god of suffering. So people who worship Ilmater often suffer for the sake of others is kind of the vibe that they go for. Unholy flesh, is it? Yet is not flesh a thing of beauty, created in the very image of the divine. The divine, heavenly thighs, the ruddy locks of Sune herself. Aye, there be a bit of divine in each succubus. The 9 hells are full of good men and women burning in the very flames of their fallen passion. Okay, yes, but I want to talk to you about the thing. There are no shades of gray? What shades of gray can you place on passion? It is a wild array of reds and violets and yellows, a heavenly kaleidoscope flesh. But think not of it, lest it tempt you to your doom. Okay, cool.
Arms for the poor!
Ah, 'tis you, the one who took such an interest in the theological nature of the flesh and its sins. There be a passageway leading off my quarters which may allow you to investigate such sins close at hand. It, leads to a place called the Undercellar. Would you be interested in accompanying me? Yes, show me! Come with me then. Alright, he takes us right here.
It will be done.
But I love that little twist too of Hussam being like, this drunk guy you are probably gonna run into at some point in an earlier chapter, and then if you follow through on him and don't just, you know, dismiss him as a rambling drunk, you actually find out like, ooh, you know, he's been spy here in the gate for this whole time, and the Shadow Thieves are actually looking into the situation because they're being accused of all this stuff that they aren't doing, which it just adds to the world building, and it's something that you could very easily miss. Really cool.
Look at Kristen, honey. It's the heroes of the Sword Coast. They're the real deal.
Well, 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 dear. What have we have here? Blade fodder? I don't know, Scythe. They're so big and threatening. Oh, my mistake. I was thinking of someone else. Oh, she's got a tongue of steel and a heart of gold, my Kirsten does. And she's so pretty she makes herself all invisible so you guys won't give her a hassle. Not that they would with a tough guy like me looking after her, of course. Slythe, baby, you tell them, honey. Oh, baby, you know me. You know you're Slythy. Hey, don't you go watching us get all mushy, all right? It ain't none of your business. What's that you're whispering, sweetheart? Hey now, my girl Kirsten tells me that you's all got a soft spot for Grand Dukes. Sure is a shame about Entar Silver Shield, isn't it? One down and two to go. Poor Dukes. Wouldn't it have been better if they'd all died together? Pah, Kirsten. Don't give it away all like that now. It's on. Oh, what do they call that again? The silver bladder? Enough of this cat and mouse stuff anyhow. I ain't cut for it. We'll kill him now and do the Dukes after lunch like Saravok said us to. I know, these two, they're gross. I love you for your mind, Slythe.
Forever fallen!
Ouch!
Yes, it will be done.
I care not.
Alright, Imoen. Oh yeah, we can go ahead and turn your guys' AI
I've
on.
done had enough of this.
Imoen, see if you can hide.
Kristen, honey, don't break down on me here.
I stand ready.
Need your help.
Kirsten, honey, don't break down on me here. I still need your help.
You're a queer fellow.
Imoen.
This way.
Get over here. Yeah, she's all invisible, but we've got detect invisibility. Boom! There we go. Now, Dinah here, do a spell thrust to get rid of her protections.
Yes,
And Jahira, cast Mistcast Magic on her.
Cool one, sir.
Can I help you?
Okay. Took out Slythe. Now for Kirsten.
What you want?
Yes?
You have need of me?
She definitely did some kind of dispel. Boom. Also, dead. Dang, who did I have? Do that. Khalid? Okay. A short sword. The Shadow's Blade +3. Short sword of backstabbing. It is a +3 Thaco, a 1d6 +3 short sword. And that is perfect for Imoen. She hasn't gotten an upgraded weapon in a while. So we're gonna exchange it for the Whistling Sword +2 for this +3. Perfect. Alright, and then we got 2 more letters. Invitation. This is an invitation to the inauguration of the new Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate. It'll be held at the Ducal Palace. Present this invitation to the guard at the gate and you will be allowed entrance. This looks to be an important note, one that you should hold on to. Do not drop this. Alright. Slythe. The time to strike is now. When the party commences on the night of my coronation, you will join up with my doppelganger assassins at the sewer entrance to the palace. You are to Insinuate yourself into the crowd in the ballroom. When I have finished my speech, you will strike. If you aren't there, my doppelgangers will proceed without you, and your payment will be forfeit. Make sure to keep a leash on your little bitch of a wife. An invitation to the party is included with this note. Saravok. Saravok also can't stand them.
I stand ready.
Alright. Let's pick up all this stuff as well.
Not a problem.
You know, I'm gonna hand these all over to Emmeline, and we don't even have space to store them anymore, so... Alright. Back up we go.
It will be done.
It's over here. That's not right. Where are we? Ogre Mage. Okay, we want to go this way.
You've a task?
Yes? I stand ready. With ease.
Alright, we came up here. That was where it put us, like, right next to the temple. So, we should be able to go talk to the Shadow Thieves again real quick. Aw, man.
Yes? I stand ready.
Okay, there we go.
With ease. With ease.
How did it fare?
Terror and murder?
We killed both of them. Good. Did you find anything on their bodies? We found several documents spelling out their next assassination. They were to join with a group of doppelgangers and kill the 2 remaining Grand Dukes during the election. We also found an invitation to Saravok's coronation on their bodies. That's happening tonight. If they succeed, Saravok will have seized control of the entire city. We should move immediately. We have to get to the Dukes before it's too late. We must gain entrance to the palace. You can use the invitation you found. The rest of us will see if we can gain access through the sewers of the city. I don't know how successful we'll be, so it's really up to you, Voss.
Yes?
Alright. We have some help from the Shadow Thieves. But now, actually, it might be best.
Such bustle. The city's a Rashomon of empty compared.
We could get over here pretty easily without having any guards see us. Yeah, for sure. I was also looking at the time. We go over here. No. Alright. Oh, okay. Oh god, okay. This is not the Flaming Fist. It is, but it's somebody we know. Sorrel. Voss, where have you been? I had to attend some business back at home, but I fear the same business has drawn me back to the gate. Well, keep your head down before they clip it from your shoulders, fool. People are saying that you killed the leaders of the Iron Throne. There's a goodly price upon your head, don't you realize? I can take care of myself. Go back the way you came and stop drawing attention to me. I never liked you, but I'll do as you ask. There are greater things at stake right now. While you're sulking about, though, take the time to look a little closer at what's going on in the Iron Throne base and the Fist headquarters. Much depends on it.
Not a problem.
Okay, thank God. Alright, we had another guy, this guy, who said he would talk to us if we came here to the Three Old Kegs.
Hello there.
Hello again. It's me, Deathir. I hope things have been going well. I have much to tell you. Have you investigated Duke Eltan's mysterious illness? We're going there next. I would suggest that you investigate Rashad, his personal healer. Rashad leaves the Flaming Fist barracks every night. Follow him and see if there's any truth to my suspicions. Okay. So he gave us another tip.
Not a problem.
Gorion would be proud of your actions.
Alright. We have got to get to the Flaming Fist.
Yes? I stand ready.
So, I want to find an entrance to the sewers, or maybe we can use this invisibility. That actually might get us all the way there. We should be okay. Because as you can imagine, the Flaming Fist are going to be around the Flaming Fist barracks. Yeah, there they are. And there's Tamoko. I am going to get the rest of my crew kind of up here, where there is another entrance to the sewers.
Yes? Not a problem.
So that they should mostly be safe. And Voss, take these. We're gonna go in.
With ease. Not a problem.
To Eltan and Rashad. Alright. We're invisible, boss. Get rid of this guy. He's a doppelganger. Ouch! Ouch!
I stand ready.
Maybe Voss can't handle this by himself. Gotta get rid of his mirror images first. Come on. Yeah, this might not have been a Voss-only mission. Yeah. Alright. We need more.
Yes?
Okay.
Please.
So we're gonna go back over here.
I stand ready.
You're a queer fellow.
Alright, everybody.
With ease. With ease. Yes?
Could I potentially pickpocket anything
With
from
ease.
you? It would be like evidence. Nope. Alright. Who are you? What are you doing here? We're here to protect the Duke. Stupid primates. It was your last mistake to come here. Okay, yeah. He's gonna call the guards. Let us see how your vaunted skills perform against one who is born an assassin.
I stand ready.
Oh, I thought it really not in this.
Every crime must be punished.
Okay, so it looks like Kent's on our side here. One sec. You there. Shh. Don't make too much noise. My name's Kent, and I want to talk to you. What is it you want, Kent? I remember the bunch of you from when you worked for Scar and Eltan. Well, since you've been gone, things have gone downhill. Eltan's taken ill. He's resting in the room beside us. His healer Rashad keeps on saying that there's nothing he can do, but I know better. He's no healer from what I've seen. Anyhow, it don't matter. I've decided to desert the Flaming Fist before things get too hairy. I don't want to lose my life over whatever power struggle's going on in the city. Thanks for your information, Kent. Maybe we'll see each other again later. Alright, I'll see you later. Good luck. Thanks. Get him! Nobody messes with our buddy Duke Eltan.
Oh, I'm so tired.
I'm again in your debt. That creature has kept me helpless for too long. Perhaps if I hadn't been incapacitated, I might have been able to prevent Scar's death. Angelo will soon hear of my recovery. It is important that you take me away from here. I'm sure Angelo wouldn't want me coherent and among the living. Take me to the Harbor Master's building. The Harbor Master's a good friend of mine. I can rest there till I'm fully recovered. Take this letter. I managed to filch it off Rasad when he was caring for me. From what I've read of it, it seems Sarevok has dire plans for the city. I fear for the lives of my fellow dukes, Ilya and Belt. If they were to die, Sarevok would take over. You must find Slythe and Kirsten and stop them. Hurry. We must make haste. Sarevok's actions are clumsy compared to the red wizard's politicking, but no less vile. Madam, I would have us concentrating on the happenings in Baldur's Gate for now. Alright. Dude, I cannot carry you, but Minsk can. Go Minsk. Body carrier. Okay. We gotta get out of here.
What you want?
I didn't really think about that part.
That card.
Not a problem.
How am I gonna get everybody out of here? Ah, the inventory's full. Oh, good. I have a scroll of this. Okay, we're not screwed.
Yep.
All right.
Yes?
All right, everyone.
It will be done.
Be sneaky and go out the way we came.
It will be
And
done.
head up this way.
I
Except
stand
for
ready.
Voss. You're gonna have a
will be
little
done.
chat with Tamoko.
I must talk to you in private. These are troubled times.
Did you have to pick a meeting place right outside the prison? Girl, kind of inconvenient. I see you sought me out, as I thought you would. I have things that must be said, things that are important to us both. But I have one condition to my discourse, and you must agree before I ask. A promise I seek, and I'll accept no less. You have my word that I'll honor my promise as best I can. I thank you. Here's my request, though it may seem quite odd. I charge you to defeat Sarevok, the man behind your woes. You must destroy his plans and stop his scheme in its tracks. You must strip him of the belief that he can succeed in this path he follows. You must do this for me, and you must also leave him his life. I will help him to live his life as a man, not as the god he thinks he can be. I do not see how such a thing is possible. He has sought to destroy me, and I have only responded in kind. Sarevok seeks to destroy everyone, not just you. You are of particular interest because of your shared origins with him. You're a possible rival, one of the few that are worthy of his personal attention. Above all else, your family. I see this as startling news, though likely you've suspected as much. Does this disturb you? It should not. Monsters are often closer to us than we like to think. You are siblings, and the paths open to him are yours as well, though he's been racing down his from his earliest days. You had Gorion to guide you, did you not? Sarevok had no one. He draws his strength from his hatred, from the thought of rising above those he knows to be inferior. His divine blood hungers for conquest, and that's why he must be defeated, but not killed. He serves another, but does not know it. He serves another? Divine blood, what do you speak of? The child becomes the father, or desperately wishes so. The blood pulls, calls, and demands. The wise Alando did say unto the ages that the Lord of Murder would perish, and his doom would spawn his mortal progeny. Chaos would be sown in their passage. But to what purpose? Have you felt the hunger and heard the offering of power? Saravok thinks they are true, and so he seeks senseless war, and a slaughter of a scale so grand as to defy description. He thinks it'll launch him to what? Possibly he is right, but I cannot lose him to this. Hi, Perry! Welcome to stream. Why do you oppose him when you so clearly care for his life? Saravok is... I share Saravok's company, and would do so until I die given the choice. This is all you need to know. I would save the man within the beast he wishes to be. I do not believe he will survive his plan. It is all based on conjecture at best. He feels that he's been chosen, and that he will become more than he is. I do not share this belief. Gods are not known for bequeathing their powers, especially if they have foreseen their deaths. Whatever he is, I would keep him here, grounded firmly among those of us that are all flesh. I shall strive to stop him, and do what I can to see that he lives. Thank you. Saravok can be redeemed, as could you, should you one day pursue the same path. For now, I shall speak of secrets to aid you. Duke Eltan may be saved, but Duke Entar Silvershield has been killed outright. The murderers have acted with anonymity, but I know who and where they are. You must go to the Undercellar. Return if you've already been. There you'll find Slythe and Kirsten, two unsavory beings that revel in violence Saravok allows them to commit. They're no more than animals in human guise, even by the standards of the company that they keep. Kill them, and you shall know much of the plan. If you do not know where the Undercellar is located, then go to the sewers. You'll find the entrance there. They're already dead. There is another. Atop the Iron Throne base is a woman whose influence is a poison in Saravok's soul. If she were removed, I know he would listen to reason, to my pleading. Cythandria is her name, and she holds much power in this matter. She seeks Saravok's favor as well, though she's content if he self-destructs, so long as she profits in the end. I must go. He cannot know I've helped you. I met Tamoko once again and agreed to a promise she has requested. She has asked that I defeat Saravok and crush his plans, but spare his life in the end. She would try to reclaim Saravok the man once Saravok the would-be god is destroyed. In exchange for this, she has confirmed my suspicions of Slythe and Kirsten, the underlings of Saravok, that killed Duke Entar Silvershield. She has also directed me towards someone named Cythandria in the Iron Throne base, who seems to be more her rival than mine. Tamoko has also given me much to think about. Saravok and I are of the same blood, a god's blood. Saravok thinks he was created to assume the mantle of the dead Lord of Murder Baal, ascending to godhood by causing slaughter on a godlike scale. Tamoko doubts such a thing can happen, claiming that a dead god would not create such children to effect his replacement, rather his resurrection. She seems to think that Saravok's death will serve Baal more than a grand sacrifice in his name. Saravok has made his beliefs known, but what am I to take from this? What will eventually become of me? Yeah, she can fix him. She really wishes she could. So I don't think that game has outright stated it, but I think now is as good of a time as any to say that Tamoko was the other person who survived that night that Gorion died. If you go back and watch that cutscene, you see that, you know, Gorion takes out most of the other enemies, but Saravok and one other, like, caster cleric is still there, and that's her. So she was there that night as well. Yeah.
Yes? With ease.
Oh god. Flaming Fist Enforcer. Okay, you guys
Squeaky wheel gets the keep.
go for the sewer. Voss,
It will be
you
done.
as well. Do a little quick save.
I serve the flaming fist.
Anyway, down into the sewers.
With ease.
Don't mind us. Okay, you know what? Actually, we need to get to the Iron Throne. But before we do that, I said I wanted to show off what happens if you get captured by the Flaming Fist. So let's do that. Let's quick save.
With ease.
And go back up. And let ourselves get captured.
I serve the flaming fist.
Halt and hold. You stand accused of murder most foul. You'll lay down your arms and come with us, or by order of Angelo Dosen, you'll be killed where you stand. Such is his order, and I cannot alter it. It is your choice. Well, we do also have Duke Eltan on us at this moment. That might be bad. But oh well, we'll see what happens. We'll see if they notice. I am innocent, and I shall not submit myself to the judgment of this Angelo. Scar is your proper superior. That may be so, but Scar is dead, and Angelo is his proper replacement. We in the ranks have no choice but to obey his orders, suspect though they be. You must decide, submit and face judgment, or fight here and die. I have no choice, but you do. I have no wish to fight you. I'm no murderer, and I welcome the chance to prove it. A wise decision. You'll have a fair chance to defend yourself regardless of how convinced of your guilt Angelo is. This way. Commander Angelo Donson, these are the ones wanted for the murder of the Iron Throne leaders.
So, these are the infamous murderers who finally brought to justice.
So, these are the infamous murderers. I'm Angelo, commander of the Flaming Fist. I'll be your judge, jury, and executioner. Please pardon the cliché. Hey, back off. We did nothing wrong. If I were in a position that thou claim is thine, I would not be so quick to accuse innocence. Couldn't you let us go? Oh, please, 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 oh, please. We won't tell anyone. Honest, pretty please. Just think about it. You aren't the commander of the Flaming Fist. That title belongs to Duke Eltan, someone who deserves it. You're a pretender, and a rather ugly and smelly one at that. A lobotomized gibberling would make a better leader than you. There is some truth to your words. It is unfortunate that you speak them to me, because as you probably intended, your words have caused me anger. Kill one of them. I don't care which one. Now that we're done with all these pleasantries, I'll make my decision. I had thought hard and long on what sentence I should give you should you be delivered in my hands. That choice is an obvious one. For the charges of murder, theft, arson, rape, and many other assorted crimes, I declare that each one of you is taken to the bazaar, where you'll hang by the neck until you're dead.
Jahira! No! No!
I'm sorry, Colleen. I just want to show this off. Thy face has a noble cast to it, Vas. 'Tis not balls. What did you expect my face to look like? A skull and a wreath of bloody tears? Nothing quite so spectacular, Vas. I suppose I took after my mother. 'Tis known that Quilu Veladorn, the seventh of the seven sisters, inherited her appearances from her mortal mothers, not Mistra, being born a drow. So when thou dost look in the mirror, 'tis thy mortal ancestors' features that thou seest. Right. That is why there's no resemblance between me and Sarevok. The divine essence would manifest itself sooner or later. The taint. She stumbles over the word uncomfortably and stops. Yes, Steinaher, the taint. Oh, Voss, when thou lookest me like that, like a wounded animal, I feel like cradling thee to my chest. Please remember that no matter what, no matter where I am always thy ally against Baal.
I stand ready.
Angelo has sentenced us to die by hanging.
It will be done.
So, we do have... The cell door appears to have been tampered with. We can get out. Everybody else is locked up. We can't get out this way. Our only real option...
Useful gadgets I have. Yes, I do.
...is to talk to Neb. Hey, you. I wonder how you got out of your cell. Did someone leave it open, or perhaps you managed to pinch my key? Oh, no, you haven't. So, are you the group that's wanted for murder on 3 different counts? Don't try to deny it. I know it's you. Well, my name's Neb. Who cares what your name is, Neb? Just shut up. Hey, I was just trying to be friendly.
Useful gadgets I have. Yes, I do.
You're getting impatient in here, are you?
Useful gadgets I have. Yes, I do.
I've got a way out of here, you know. Hidden it well, haven't I? Search all you want and you won't find it.
Useful gadgets I have. Yes, I do.
Good thing old Neb decided to mix a little bit of illusion craft with his thievery, huh? Sure, sure. I'll tell you what. Murderer to murderer now. Monster to monster. Are you wanting out? Please. We'll do whatever it takes. It's very important that we get out of here. Sure, sure. Everyone's wanting out. But does the world really want us out? Maybe it's safer if we all just stay in here. Monster to monster now, murderer to murderer. How many little children passed away at old Neb's hands? Not 1, not 2, neither 4, nor 7, nor 12, nor 20. But the next one, maybe the next one in the sequence. So 1, 2, 4, 7, 12. Okay, kill him. I can't. So sorry, this is adding by 1 each time. So, is +1, +2 is 4, +3 is 7, +4 is 12. Right? 7 +4 is 12. No, that wouldn't be right. Oh god. Riddles. Not 1, not 2, 4, 7, 12, 20. Because I want to say 26. Serial murders and their math riddles. I know, right? Doesn't seem right, but it also seems right. Oh, no. I did the math puzzle wrong, which should have been obvious because I saw that it was wrong. 33! 33! The entire world should know that Neb murdered 33 children in the dead of night. And then you speak of it so disdainfully, too, as if I were beneath you. How many did you kill, then? 34?
Useful gadgets I have.
Oh, yes, God, now he's gonna give me another puzzle, another riddle! So you still want out, do you? Yes, I hold the power of the situation, don't I? You can love me, you can hate me, it doesn't matter. You still must do as I wish. Quick now, a riddle for my captive audience. If you look at me, we look at each other, you with eyes and me with yours. If you speak to me, I only mime your words, for while I wear your lips, I have no voice. What am I, foolish ones? What am I? A mirror. A mirror, yes. Like you to me, or me to you, we are the same. We are siblings, separated by a thin and fragile pane of silvered glass. See, I just need to be given, like... I need to be given, like, word problems, not math problems. Come, let me show you my tunnel that may make our escape, my twin. So sure, you can then get out of prison this way, but you're still going to be hunted down by the Flaming Fist, and now one of your party members is dead, and you can't get any of their stuff back, which sucks. So anyway, we're gonna load. You had to add the previous two differences. It's kind of like a Fibonacci sequence. Okay. Oh.
There's something most
yes.
unnatural
Okay,
here.
I get it.
I want no part of it.
With ease.
Man, it would have taken me a while to get to that conclusion. I'm telling you, I didn't have it memorized. All right. To the Iron Throne. But that's good to know. Thank you for sharing. I have a lot of the riddles of Baldur's Gate, both 1 and 2, memorized, but that one I do not, because I try to avoid Neb if I can.
For the fallen!
Good on you if you save the day.
It will be done.
Thank you, Emmeline. Alright, we're back in the basement of the Iron Throne. However, that one definitely isn't obvious. Dynahair! Oh, right. Okay. You're saying the same thing. We'll just say the same things back. Okay.
Yes?
We are going to save here. We're gonna save here. Eyes full of tears. I know, but we definitely still have at least an hour to go before we're done. Like, at least. So we're gonna end here. Which means that next time will definitely be the finale